The Undertaker, an evil soul in a game called Cubic Sandbox. People ask, why did The Undertaker choose to be bad? Well, it wasn't really his choice, you see. Back then, The Undertaker dude would be very badly bullied a lot. And just as you might expect, he had enough and wanted to learn coding, which we taught him. If you ask, how did you meet him? Well, back when our community was growing, we only had 700 Memebers at the time. A fellow member met The Undertaker in a Grand Theft Auto 5 online obby. They then talked privately in a VC session about his problems and what he wanted to learn. We accepted him and taught him the necessary things, but we didn't know the mistake of giving him too much of this power. After then, he unfortunately hacked his fellow bullies' devices and installed a virus. Years went by until the game Cubic Sandbox finally released. He thought of this open-world game to be full of fun people, which it once was. But then, evil people started to troll him, and other people. This, of course, irritated The Undertaker, which resulted in him crashing the game with everyone in it, and making the game inactive for an entire day. Speaking of Cubic Sandbox, many of you may have heard about Lily, the first ever hacker in Cubic Sandbox. Well, to break the truth, Lily was actually the second hacker behind The Undertaker. Lily met The Undertaker and they started becoming friends. The Undertaker taught Lily how to code without telling us, which later she used to break the game for the second time, along with the website. Then, of course, Lily decided to betray The Undertaker, which angered him even more, mentally and physically. And from that point to here, The Undertaker has been one of the most well-known hackers in Cubic Sandbox. Lily was assumed as killed by a guy named Star DX, but sadly that just isn't true. Lily actually quit the game and nobody has seen her since. Sometimes we think she's either doing her own things and being successful, or she's being bad and hacking under development games. It's unclear though. The main lesson here is that Undertaker continues to be bad because of all the hate he has received in his past life. Even to this point on, we did fire him for breaking some of our rules too many times, which, yes, it did indeed make him even worse. He eventually figures out his so-called friends were actually using him for hacks and not actually wanting to be nice to him. A guy named Redrex is by far one of The Undertaker's most top enemies, but he rather decides to let him stay on the game because he says it's the only enjoyment he has ever had in a long time. While others see Redrex as another random bully, even us, while The Undertaker sees him as a joy of laughter and making him smile. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.